Hey there guys, StarScreamer back with another LEGO Transformer. This time it is LEGO Movie STARSCREAM. Now I have to be completely honest, this Transformer wasn't built for me. Back in 2018, IX Rollout IX brought up the idea of recreating the Revenge of the Fallen forest battle scene as a diorama to take to Bricks Cascade 2018. I never built a Grindor, so that idea didn't come fully to fruition, but I did build the StarScream in front of us today. He's in his F-22 Raptor mode, and even though technically this is Revenge of the Fallen StarScream, or the latest incarnation of movie StarScream, obviously he doesn't have his tattoos. They would be literally impossible at this scale in LEGO, and probably at any scale for that matter. Personally, I prefer him without the tattoos anyways. But as an F-22 Raptor, he looks appropriately sleek from the top. He does suffer from a little bit of bottom kibble. Most StarScream figures do, and I can forgive it because it's not that noticeable from most angles. He's got the appropriate shape in the wings, and he's got a nice point at the nose cone with the appropriate fins in the back, including the smaller set back here. The cockpit's nice and bright orange, and overall I really dig this F-22 Raptor mode. For a quick size comparison, here he is next to IX Rollout IX's Soundwave. I put Soundwave in his jet mode just because it makes more sense for both of them to be in their flying modes respectively, and as you can see, they are about the same size. Most of Soundwave's mass goes towards his wings and the front of his jet mode, while StarScream's mass stays relatively center. And the F-22 Raptor's pretty broad, and so I feel like there's an appropriate amount of mass that makes him about equal out in these modes, and I think that is the perfect scale for both of them. He was made to be in scale with IX Rollout IX's Transformers, and I feel like he does a really good job of fitting in with them. Size comparison from a different angle. Here he is with a minifigure. And all in all, I think he's a really good size. Using an older flame piece like this, with little pegs, you can actually give StarScream little afterburner effects. This will plug into this hole right here pretty securely. Once that's in, just flip that back up, and then using a simple stand like this, you can plug this in and display StarScream flying around at the speed of sound, and that's pretty neat. In order to transform StarScream, we're going to start at the nose cone. We're going to come up here and slide these panels up enough to rotate the nose cone like so. Then we're going to come down under here and we're going to flip out what will be the arms. Like so. Just like that, and that's going to let us bring this all the way up so we can start rotating the nose cone through the central chest piece. And once we get this here, we can rotate this back into position like so. Now we're going to move the legs out of the way. First we're going to have to unfold them down here and rotate out. Rotate, fold out, and then this central spinal column piece is going to rotate all the way around like so. And as that happens, you want to flip both these wings out of the way. Those are going to become his jet engines on his back later. And then what we're going to want to do is collapse this while simultaneously rotating this up, so it's flat like that. This is going to come up while this comes down. Just like that. You'll rotate the head, flip these all the way to the back, fix the legs, like so, fix the arms, and then rotate these up a bit. Those will become his wings that he has on his back in robot mode. And there we have STARSCREAM in robot mode. In robot mode, STARSCREAM gets that unique, broad, chicken-legged design that he's known for in the Michael Bay movies. I'm also proud of the fact that his transformation is very similar to the old Leader class figure, and because of it, a lot of the jet details end up in the appropriate spots in robot mode. The cockpit ends up on his chest, the fins end up on his back as his wings, along with the thrusters from jet mode ending up as the thrusters on his back, and the main wings of the F-22 Raptor filling out his body. As for accessories, I made him a little saw blade. It's my favorite weapon of his. The missiles are cool, but I really prefer the unique saw blade that he has. Also, the old fire effect pieces that fit on jet mode can fit in the exact same spot they can in robot mode. For a quick size comparison, here he is next to a minifigure, and here he is next to Soundwave. And I really think they complement each other. I really like how they're both very wide, but I do like that STARSCREAM comes out a little taller. He's about a head taller, which isn't much, and he also has the chicken legs, so in reality STARSCREAM would be quite a bit taller than Soundwave. In the movies, STARSCREAM actually does a bit of mass shifting. F-22 Raptors are a very large fighter jet, and STARSCREAM should be a lot taller than he actually is. So the fact that this F-22 Raptor ends up being the same size of a robot that becomes a Mercedes doesn't really bother me. I feel like STARSCREAM and Soundwave should be around the same height anyways. Because of the way that STARSCREAM transforms and the way his limbs have to fill out, he ends up having a lot of articulation. His arms are on a series of ball joints and swivels, allowing him to even move them across his chest like so. And he's got double jointed elbows because of it, which is pretty cool. His legs are on the robot hands, and they can go all sorts of ways, and his knees can bend in and out, and his feet can rotate like so. And even on his back, these thrusters and wings are adjustable, so you can put them in whatever pose you like. Now I know it's a little biased for me to say that STARSCREAM has always been my favorite character, but he's always been my favorite movie character. I really enjoy his design despite how weird and alien it is, and I feel like he was written very well and pretty close to every other incarnation of STARSCREAM as a lying sleazeball who's always trying to brown-nose Megatron. It's unfortunate that he died, and I wish we could have seen something go further with that, because by most lore standards, STARSCREAM's spark is still immortal, and I would have really loved to see something been teased about that in future movies. But because of the Bumblebee movie, I doubt we ever will. Anyways, I'm really glad I was able to do him this much justice in Lego form. I'm really proud of the size he is and how accurate I managed to get him, and he's by far my favorite movie figure I've ever built. Anyways, if you guys want to check out IX Rollout IX's Soundwave video, I'll throw a link up on the video right now for you guys to look at. But anyways, to all are one. Thanks for watching.